We have a pretty good background with option and result now, and you'll remember that we had these four methods: is sum, is none, is okay, and is err. And those are kind of like convenience methods if we don't want to use a match statement, and because when you have a match statement, you have to match what will you do with sum, what will you do with none, what will you do with okay, what will you do with err. And sometimes you only care about the first case and not the latter. And I'll show you an example of this. So let's say we have a vec here, and it's got three numbers, and then we use this. We're going to say myVec and use this method called get. And we haven't looked at get yet, but you can probably get an idea of what it might do. So this will get index 0, and this will also get index 10. And we don't have index 10, but this is safe, and you can see why. So let's print them out, and get 1, get 2, and then run that. And we should probably comment that out. And there you go. So you can see it's safe because this method will return an option. So it'll give you a sum with the value inside or a none otherwise. So when we pull this pull the values out, we use a match statement, and for a match statement, you have to look at sum or none. So let's do another one. Let's see, myVec, and then let's go for index in 0 to 10, and then we're going to look and see if the index has a number. And so we'll say match myVec.get index, and because we're matching, we have to say what will we do with sum, what will we do with none, and sum will be number, and sum number, there we go. And then we will print the number. The number is something, print the number, and then none, what do we want to do? Nothing. And this is the case where you might want to use if let, because obviously here we only care about sum, we don't care about none, and that is what if let is most useful for. And if let is kind of it has funny syntax, but there's a good reason for the syntax, but it took me a while to get used to it, actually. And I'll show you why. So let's change this match statement to if let. So you can see we've got a let, but an if in front of it, and the way you write it is sum number equals myVec.get, and then we'll call this index, and then we can print it there. So the number is, and then number. And so this is saying, if let is when you don't care about none. And so it's not going to deal with none. And it'll just show us, if we happen to have some. And there you go. So the number is 2, the number is 3, the number is 4. And that's the way that works. But you can see, the part that I found really, which took me a while to get used to, is that it's not 2 equals, so it's not comparing for equality, and it's also it's kind of backwards from what you would be used to. So it's basically saying if myVec.get gives you some number. So and like I said, there's a reason for this, but for this video, just the hint is read it backwards. for in the meantime. So one more time, this is so if myvec.get gives you some number, so you write it backwards like that if you're just starting to get used to it. And that is how if let works. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the reason why we write it like this.